moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
Ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. What a at. Anyway, gotta pay a little more if we late to the jet. Got a jet cause the bed leave at 8. And we got some fur on that upper deck in the orchestra. All players score for every album project. You ain't scared to change cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slick. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so power. Oh, your girl, let it put so much into tonight. And you just don't care. Now stop playing games. Gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from Ford Field. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Goff on third down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Here we go on fourth. Goff. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And he's going to have the Lions first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Throwing again is Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Hey, kill!
On second down, Swift. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run here with Swift. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him. When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams hauling that one in for Jared Goff. And the Lions post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he's got room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Second down, here's an option right. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't
touchdown, Chicago. Trevon Wesco, 32 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Read option, here's Montgomery. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Fields going to keep it running right. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's the option, running right, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now gone. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They try again with Montgomery. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Off play action, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Slant routes effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And some room to work. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Toss left to Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the drive for 2. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sport. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong, they got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the lead, but you ain't hooping around and tear you out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I see it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no time cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. On first down, Purdy. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bearsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Fields. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Fields, he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery.
Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Purdy, he'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Fields throw here into the hands of Jones.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Going up the gut, Montgomery stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 24, Fields. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. On third down, they go Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
On fourth down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Purdy.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Charlie Warner.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Read option. Here's Montgomery.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's the option going right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Fields going to keep it once more. Touchdown, Chicago!
just a spectacular run by the always dynamic Justin Fields. And the Bears are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Purdy now to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, had a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to do so inside all the preparation, time in the film room. It translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And they'll get him down right at the 20. To the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he's got some space here. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, 59 yards. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Purdy off the play fake. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what. And he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage. And they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And some room to roam now. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Read option, here's Montgomery. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Montgomery is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That make things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now Fields to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough to...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Montgomery. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Completes a Mooney on the slant. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now Montgomery running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown!
Velus Jones,
57 yards.
and the Bears have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he's loose again. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Again, helping partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And the 49ers going to take another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here's Purdy.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I think you'd have to label this an upset. Yes, they were at home, but still an upset. They got the job.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing honest, we going the same. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, the 20, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chargers. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big win early.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
To Montgomery to begin the drive.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
And the Bears first down.
Fields going to take this himself.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Fields going to keep it once more. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. They'll go option to the short side.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
27 yards. And the Bears march right down the field on the opening drive to take a first-quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Williams brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. These two teams all tied after 1.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen.
And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
That's another Chargers first down.
Eckler going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now receiver in motion left. On 2nd and goal. Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Chargers have taken the lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Fields going to keep it once more. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Joey Bosa so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. They'll go option to the short side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. A run on 3rd and long, so I guess waving the white flag a little bit.
Yeah, and I think sometimes teams are so committed to running the football that they'll take a chance, even in a long yardage situation, to let them know on the other side, this is what we're going to be about today. In this case, they didn't get a first down, but if you're thinking along with them, hey, they might be committed to running it all game long.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48. Oh, he fakes a spike. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Got his man. It's Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Herbert now. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
3rd and 2, Herbert. Man open left side, it's Williams. Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams.
29 yards.
And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got